you guys I'll do for like $1 a piece.
Okay. What is this?
Those are actually speakers.
Oh. Do you know if the Game Boy works?
It does.
It does.
Yep.
Are these all the games?
I had these guys come at like 10 after 7 and they took like $50 worth of my games. So I had a bunch of DS stuff.
Oh yeah.
I should have wrote in the ad no early birds because I'm not even set up yet. So
Yeah.
it's, but you know, here's what it is, I guess.
Ooh. Chilly day. Shit.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect, yeah. I've never heard of that game before. Kingdom Hearts, that's cool. Yeah. Oh. Okay, there's one. What would you do for this stack here?
Look, can I take these back? Okay. Sorry. I don't want to drop on you. Okay, so what do you got, this stack here?
Yeah.
This is a good one. And were you doing none of that, or did you want this?
No.
No? That's 25 for everything.
Maybe that.
It works.
What's up, Internet? Cory Zamier here, back with the weekend adventure in video game hunting. So as we saw in that first clip, we still scored some decent stuff at that garage sale, even though people were there, what, 40 minutes before we were, and picked up some DS stuff, which, like, that's fine and all. Maybe it was Pokemon stuff, who knows? But why would you leave behind Mario Kart Double Dash? Even for $10, that's a really good deal. Alright, so at this sale here, just heard that her husband has, according to her, a ton of stuff, but he's not here, and he probably doesn't want to get rid of it. I hear that so fucking often. I can't open a door. Wouldn't have any more games, would you?
No more games.
Just take $1 for this?
That's fine.
It comes with the PlayStation.
No, how much are you asking for the PlayStation?
$10.
So $10 for the games and the PlayStation?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Kids these days. So he's going inside to ask because he didn't realize they're GameCube games. I don't really want the PlayStation, I just want the GameCube games. PlayStation's more busted up than I've ever seen a PlayStation 2, to be honest. How much are the games? Yeah.
This one, Mega Man, is 10. Naruto is 5.
How much for the Super Nintendo stuff?
That, I wanted 100.
100?
Yeah, everything comes with some extra manuals.
That's a pretty good deal. Do you sell any of the Super Nintendo games separately, or you want to keep it all together? Okay. Alright, I might be back around.
That's like 25 everything? No.
Of course.
How much is it? Take the 2 plus 1, give me $10.
How much for this?
That I'll take 50. I don't have no other parts. It's just, let me see something. Yeah.
You said 15?
Yeah.
Anything about that?
No, keep starting fluid. The last time I go by where I was.
Alright guys, heading into a comic book show. See if they have any video games left. I know Ariel's been here already. I just met up with him in the parking lot. Got a whole bunch of Wii games and Adventures of Batman and Superman. Nope. Adventures of Batman and Robin on Sega Saturn for 15. Would've loved that.
I tell you what, do this one. This for yourself. I'll give you a bag. Yeah, that way it's like bent down there. It's like, I know my stuff.
Alright guys, let's take a look at what I was able to find on this weekend adventure in video game hunting, and I might be shouting at you right now because I have 2 fans going because it is hot as balls in this game room. But I want to push right through this video. So, this was pretty much a tale of one yard sale. So the first yard sale we hit up on Saturday morning, and we weren't the first people there. We were the only people there while we were there, but apparently some DS stuff went earlier that morning, about 40 minutes before we got there. I don't understand how they left some of the stuff behind. I understand a lot of people are interested in strategy guides, but even a loose disc of Mario Kart Double Dash is like a $30 game, and he only wanted $10 for it. So unless he knows something I don't know, because I've had weird luck with GameCube games, weird bad luck, where they'll look perfectly fine, and then they just won't work. And with GameCube games, you can barely resurface them. So if it doesn't work, it's pretty much not ever going to work, in my experience. Let me know if you've had any luck otherwise. So along with that Mario Kart Double Dash, I was able to bundle together a few more items and a handful of strategy guides. The strategy guides you wanted $1 each on. Technically, maybe I could have, should have bought all of them, but you guys will see once I do the game room tour. I don't have infinite space for strategy guides, so I don't want a whole bunch of garbage that I'm never going to want or need. But the other items I got, another copy of Katamari Damacy on the PS2. Good shape. I only wanted $2 for it. I figured, good game, why leave it behind? An original Game Boy, which looks to be in good shape, but actually has some, I don't know, lines on the screen. It works, it's just, you know, no one wants that. Someone could probably fix it. I'll end up selling it on eBay as is. Probably get the majority of my money back. I only paid $25 for everything. For the strategy guides, we got Mass Effect, which I might actually have this one somewhere. I definitely own the strategy guide for it at some point. I don't remember throwing it out, but who knows. Enslaved, Journey to the West. Premier Edition, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess for the Wii. Kingdom Hearts 2. Resonance of Fate. Another Wii Edition strategy guide, Resident Evil 4. Silent Hill Origins. And these are all in pretty good shape. White Knight Chronicles International Edition. And the last one, I picked it up just because it was still sealed. And I think I've heard good things about this game. Alan Wake. This is the official survival bundle. I think it's just a strategy guide. I don't see anything else in there. I hit a few straggler sales on Saturday and only found meager games. Nothing impressive. For $1 at a random street sale, Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, and $5 for Resident Evil 4 with the bonus disc Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. Get a separate case for that. And these are in pretty good shape. It was a weird sale, as you guys saw. Just a small child with some stuff on some tables. No parents around. And the worst condition PS2 that I left behind in my life. The other thing we did this weekend on Sunday, we went to the flea market, found absolutely nothing, and then headed over to a local comic book show, which is interesting in that it's the first time I've actually gone to a comic book show when I'm not just looking for video games. Unfortunately, we got there a little bit late, missed out on a really good deal on the Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Sega CD, Luckily, my friend Rel, he was able to pick it up for $15. Really wish it was me, though. You know, that's how it goes. He picked up a whole bunch of other Wii stuff that I probably would have left behind because I don't collect into Wii that much. But I did find some stuff, basically the stuff he left behind. And I actually picked up some graphic novels. And like I was saying before I interrupted myself, first time I've been to a comic show when I'm interested in something other than video games. So I actually was looking through comics. I was actually looking for the Maximum Carnage trade paperback, which I've since not found and ordered on eBay. So I have that coming to me in the mail at some point, just because I really wanted to read that story. I had a few of those comics back in the day, but never actually was able to string together them all. Because back then I didn't really go to comic book shops, I would go to the Stop and Shop. So if it happened to be out on their rack, I would get it. Sometimes we wouldn't go to the Stop and Shop when that one was out, or it would sell out or whatever, and I just wouldn't get it. So I'd have like a few issues missing in between, stuff like that. You know, I just keep buying them, whatever. Anyway, enough rambling. For comic books there, I picked up The Amazing Spider-Man, The Parker Luck, Volume 1. This is basically volume... I looked it up. I think it's like volume 4. And it's probably one of the shortest volumes of The Amazing Spider-Man, because I think they reboot it again right after this or something like that. And that dealer only wanted $5 for this, and he decided to throw in another graphic novel from the dollar bin, so I picked this one up because whatever. Wolverine and the X-Men, Alpha and Omega. Kind of a mediocre story about Wolverine and some Omega level mutant that I've never heard of, Quentin Quill or something, I don't know. Anyway, on to the video games I got at the comic book show. For this stack of games, paid $18. We got Alone in the Dark for the Wii. Zone of the Enders HD Collection. At this point, I was just trying to get some value out of it because the Xbox games that weren't marked were $2. Tabletop Tennis. This is a Rockstar game. Looks kind of interesting. I think I've watched some YouTube videos on this, oddly enough. And it is a pretty interesting game. Overlord, Raising Hell. Picked this up because it's one of the few games that I've actually watched Alicia play. She played the Wii version of the first Overlord game, so I decided to pick it up, $2, whatever. And the main reason I wanted to pick up stuff from this vendor at all is because I don't really collect for the Xbox 360, but I do intend to pick up the exclusive RPGs on it. And I had to get Tales of Vesperia. He basically knocked it down to $10, and the other games were $2 each, the way I look at it. So, not a bad price. On eBay, it goes for about $12, so almost retail, but sometimes you just gotta buy something because it's in front of you. But that's gonna do it for this weekend adventure in video game hunting. Let me know in the comments below what you were able to find. Like the video. Go check me out on Patreon. Would love your support. Big shout out to Totterbert for his continued support. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.